Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear fellow students of the different schools, and today we are going to focus on some advanced learning, and therefore we decided a topic for you. The topic is that describe your journey to school or works. And in this topic there are fewer questions, and the first question is number A, what forms of transports are involved, and number B, the importance of time, and number C, what is it enjoyable or not, and D, for how will you make your journey more pleasant if you could. So in this card you have seen total 4 questions, and these questions are regarding the transportation system, regarding the transports every day you are using, regarding the transport that you are using for going to school or others. And we hope you to answer the question, and in course of talking about these things, the first session we will pitch some time for you so you get a chance to say your words, and in the second chances, or in the second part of this conversation will go the fewer questions that we see down the part of the second part of the question sheet or question card. Okay, so so here the first question, we found that what forms of transports are involved, and we know it very well that our school students commonly have got to go to the school regularly. As they go to the school regularly, they have to be acquainted with the different kind of vehicles, and the vehicles are commonly noticeable in the city area. City buses are available here in the city. Besides, the people are using for the shorter distance, they are using bicycle or motorbike or rickshaw, and besides some other common vehicles, say that CNG, taxi. These are very common and popular transportation transports in our country. Though our transportation system is not much modern, or just we can say that not very much modern like the countries of the what should I say, the first world. Their transportation systems are very much well developed, but what we have that commonly our student when they go to school, they use the vehicles that we have said. And the second question was that the importance of time. The importance of time is very valuable. We know that when we go to the school or have to take a test, or have to go for an interview, or have to be in assembly timely or on time, sometimes we may be stuck in traffic jam, and if we fall in traffic jam, that gets a big trouble for us. We can never reach timely, and so many students might not have a very sweet taste of this experience. Rather, we can say they have a bitter experience, because most of the time when they have got to go to school, and if they are stuck in a huge jam, they cannot reach the school timely, and they might be exhausted. But in fact, the problems are many, and the next question is whether is it enjoyable or not. Yes, if we especially the children or school students, when they start making a journey in the morning, if the students study in the morning session, they feel more comfortable than the students of the day shift, because morning might not have a huge jam, or we don't have to rush to the school, as we get the road freer than the day. And children of our country or students of our country make their journey more enjoyable doing, say, sometimes they chat in the bus or chat in the public transportations, or besides they talk to the friends, and they might be reading some books or viewing the outside, or sometimes we see that some school students also listen to the music or listen to a discussion through their mobile phone. This is a common scenario, or we can make our journey more enjoyable. The question is, how can we make our journey more enjoyable? If we carry a short story books or some sorts of information that I might have in a paper or in a book, the journey would be of course enjoyable. And it is of course enjoyable if we have a nearest one, dearest one, maybe parents, maybe brother or sister or relative or friends. If they are with us, of course our journey will be more pleasant, more interesting, more adventurous. And next question is, we answer, and now we will go back to the second session of the card, and I have to go back the mode. I have to change the mode of the camera. Okay, second choice of the card, second part of the question is, which transportation system is in country should develop in your opinion? Is there any problem created by new transportation system or how? Well, that's delighted, and this is the second part of the card. A very important question of the card is that which transportation system in your country should develop in your opinion? And if we study different types of papers or magazines or articles or listen to a lot of discussion through the globe or in different type of discussion by TED Box or BBC or CNN, whatever, that they are trying to tell that the vehicle should be bigger and there lots of people should be accommodated at the same time. If we see that on a street, if the city service is better, city service is okay, roads are wide and traffic system is huge and drivers are expert, then the jam commonly gets reduced. But if we see that there are hundreds of cars on the street for the hundreds of people, 100 cars carry 100 people, maybe 200 people, but 100 bus may carry 600 people at a time, 700 people at a time. So therefore they are saying that big vehicles might not have any alternative for the bigger journey, and they are putting importance. Vehicles are, if they are few in number and if they serve the better and if they go better and if they do not go for any kind of traffic congestion, that is better. So the people, those who are working in this section, they are not inspiring the individual cars. Individual cars may have lots of troubles and thinking about that, and security system, sometimes disturbance on the street. So it's a kind of pain, and sometimes you have to bother with the pilot of your vehicles. But if you have a better transportation system in your city, you might not have to think of when you have to be free from worries. Exactly, this is what they mean it. They are telling about the what should I say, rail car or metropolitan service or city service or trams, electronic train in the particular area of the city, and this is what they are now thinking, those who are involved in the transportation system. And at the end of the part, that there could be another question, and this is the okay. Today we will not go for a long discussion. What I am trying to tell you that those who are joining the class, especially students of the different schools, sometimes they have to face the interview, they have to answer the question in the class, they have to go for sometimes Olympiads or sometimes in some different interviews and tests. So our what BD Language Club is concentrating, that we want you to follow that procedure that we are serving in YouTube channel, BD Language Club. There we have the grammatical class and classes for the ABC learners, classes for the learners of 3, 4, 5, classes for the students of 6, 7, or sometimes our classes might be very much beneficial to the guardians, to those who did not have lots of opportunities to read out more English or to get the environment. And if they follow the classes that we are serving, might be being benefited throughout these classes. So at the end of the part of this class, what I would like to say, that I will put some questions for you, and you take your time. Each and every question I will put one maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds as per the question constant, and you would try to answer this question. And this is a lucrative video, because most of the videos that we see, that they don't give the time to the viewers to answer the question. So that could be a great and wise practice for you. Those who are watching me, I will be putting a few questions to you, and you will be trying to answer the question, and that will help you to practice your home. And if we can inspire our home practice, if we can manage our home practice, it doesn't have any alternative. And if we can create an environment home, that will be a great and wise system for us. And it is about our mentality. If we think that we will be talking to our children, talking to our relatives, talking to our friends, it is possible, because we know a lot but we don't express, and unless we express, we are in trouble. But at the end of the day, when we go to interview, when we face an interview, when we do for a job, when we teach the students, when we serve the copy, when we discuss any kind of bigger, we must go and read everything and explain everything in English. So the question is, I will take 2 minutes time to ask you questions, and you hope you to answer these questions as fast as you can. How are you? Where are you from? What do you do? How old are you? What is your favorite mode of vehicle? What kind of transports do you use when you go to school? Who accompanies you when you go to school? How long do you have to make a journey on the way to your school? How much money do you have to spend for it? Do you commonly fall in jam? How long do you have to be in traffic in the morning time or in the afternoon time? Okay. And what is your suggestion to improve our transportation system? Okay, don't stop, just try to speak. You can talk about the vehicles, you can talk about the jam, you can talk about the wideness of the road, you can talk about the timing of jam, etc. Okay, you can say about the different vehicles, color of the vehicles. Sometimes we might fall in trouble, we cannot keep continuing, we are stuck, we have to be giving the information, not necessary. You can talk about the colors of the vehicles, size of the vehicles, wheels of the vehicles, different parts of the vehicles, about the driver nature, behavior, about the jam, about the different sports, about the different stoppage, about the fare of the vehicles. So this is how we will continue. Alhamdulillah, of course, I am very grateful to Almighty Allah. This is another session, BD Language Club, open today, and this is an open class for you all, those who are watching, and we will discuss some points, and you will have time to listen to it, and after just our session, we will put you the question, and you will answer the question. That will be great practice for you at home. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.